Hey, Mike, talk about this game. It's such a big game to start the year. Is there any discussion at all if you guys should lose the game? It's still a long season. You still have to keep your head down and keep going.
I don't think there's any discussion at all. If we lose the game, it's something we try not to focus on at all. We try to focus on winning. That's our only thought process, and we don't like to think about losing at all. No matter what game it is, first or last. So we're just going to go out and try to win and focus on it like it's the last game to play.
Mike, talk about the progression of the offensive line. Coach talks about all the time a quarterback is only as good as his offensive line. You've been referred to as patchwork at times this season early. Talk about the offensive line, how you feel you're working together, gelling together, and talk about maybe Greg and how you think he's feeling these couple of days before the game.
I think Greg understands that an offensive line is one of those things that has to be cohesive, and it takes time, and we definitely put in the work this offseason to try to come together as an offensive line. We've had most of our pieces in place, putting the work in together, and Greg understands that it's going to take some time, but he feels pretty comfortable back there, I think. We're just going to do the best job we can and go out and try to protect him as best we can. And he knows we're going to do, all we can to keep him off the ground, and I think he'll be back up.
What does he bring to the table? I mean, this is he's been sitting the bench, he's been watching, waiting, learning. What does he bring to the table?
I think the years he got under John Parker speak volumes about him because it's allowed him to step in there and take control. It's like we haven't even skipped a beat. The same guy in the huddle. We've been working with Greg for a while now, so no expect from him. He brings such a maturity and leadership position, and it's going to pay dividends for our team this year.
How's the chemistry on the line? I know a lot of guys working here, working there. Have you guys had enough togetherness as one unit where you guys grow, think, participate?
Well, Coach David doesn't like to talk about depth charts, but we've had a pretty good idea who we've been working next to, and we know who's got the ability to play, and we've been pushing every guy out there to come along and try to push other guys and try to make a starting five. And we think we've got a pretty good group. So, we're all pretty good friends. We all like each other pretty well, and that's going to make it that much easier to work together throughout the year.
How big is this game for you guys to get back in the W column? The loss to Florida, to Utah, this is another big stage.
Well, and we got a few new guys out there. I didn't play much this Sugar Bowl, and then we got 3 guys that hardly played any during the Sugar Bowl. So, as an offensive line, we're going to come out and make our own little statement. Start our own year off on the right foot, and this is going to be our team and our season. So we're going to start it off with a win.
Mike, being one of the veteran members of the offensive line, do you feel any more pressure to go out there and be more of a leader this year?
I don't think it's pressure at all. I think it's still one of those natural things where, as people leave, you kind of feel that things step up. And it's kind of one of those natural things where Antoine's gone, and I'm one of the older guys now, me and Drew both, so we try to step up, provide a little leadership, and kind of point guys in the right direction and make sure they're doing the right things at the right time.
Coach was talking about getting the fire built, the hunger in the next 3 days. Do you have a sense that guys are starting to get a little amped up?
I really do. We went to the dog days of camp. That's tough. That's something we have to go through. But I think here in the last few days we've really kind of locked down and really got a sense of game days right around the corner. It's game week now. It's finally here. Finally preparing for something. We're watching way more film. We know who we're going against, and it's one of the things where it's right here now, and everybody's ready to go, I think.
Last question for Mike.
Cool guys, good.
Thanks, Mike.